Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like us to stand to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Kiley, would you lead us, please?
Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If we could all stay standing for a moment, please. Our first selectman, Mike Tetro, lost his brother Bill last week. He leaves behind his wife Cheryl and 2 children, and just like to take a moment. Thank you. Okay, I believe we have Wednesday's Pet presented by Sherry Stenick. Do you want to come up here? Oh, so cute.
This is Daisy, and Daisy's about a year old. She seems to like the Board of Selectmen. She's friendly, and she may or may not be spayed, we don't know, but it's hard to tell. However, the vet can tell, and they come with, for $50, you get a coupon to get the dog spayed at 211 One Rod Highway. Sorry, I haven't been doing this for a while because we had parvovirus outbreak over there. So please, immunize, thank you, your dogs for parvo. Anyway, Daisy is available to be taken, and she's very friendly. And there you have it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on, we have recognition of the Eunice Denny Burr chapter of the National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution. They are celebrating their 125th anniversary on October 11th, 2015. And I believe we have representatives. Would you like to come up to the podium and tell us a little bit about the anniversary? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Linda Paslov. I'm Regent of the Eunice Denny Burr chapter of the DAR. And nationally, we are celebrating 125 years of DAR. Our own chapter is 121 years old, so we started just a few years after national. But October 11th is the actual anniversary date nationally, so our national DAR has asked every chapter in the United States to have a day of service. So we thought what we would like to do is, in honor of 125 years, do 12.5 hours of being open this Sunday. The Old Academy is our chapter house, and from 8 a.m. until 8:30 p.m. we have all kinds of events going on, really promoting the 3 ideals that DAR stands for, and that is education, historic preservation, and patriotism. So we do have people from the community and from the library coming in to read books. We're having read-alouds all day. We have some space set aside for anybody to come in and do some silent reading, a readathon type of event where we're going to track number of pages, number of minutes, number of books, etc. But we also have a lot of handiwork. We have different kinds of crafts. We have a tea in the morning, a tea in the afternoon. We have the Mendel Singers, which is an outreach group of the Mendelssohn Choir of Connecticut, which is located out of Fairfield University, coming to sing some patriotic songs. We have different, as I said, handiworks, embroidery, needlepoint, hand sewing. We have some actually watercolor painting going on as well. So we would like to invite the public to come in and celebrate with us 125 years. We do have on our website, which is www.eunicedennyburrdar.org, is actually a Google form that people can just click on which events they would like to participate in that day, push send, and we do end up getting a Google form to us that tells us who's coming. So one of the other things we wanted to do today, and I have Claire with us as well, is to recognize what the town has done to help us in our chapter house stay as beautiful as it is.
I'm actually the house chair for the old academy and maintaining the interior of the building and being in touch with people in Public Works about the exterior of the building. And I'm going to be sending a letter to Joe Michelangelo, thanking him and the people, his employees, which not just him himself and to Public Works, but to recognize and thank Steve Lenning, Kevin Fox, Chuck O'Connor, and any other town employee for their general repairs and grounds maintenance at the old academy. And all these gentlemen that I mentioned and Public Works in general have been very prompt in handling our concerns, and we appreciate their help and support, and the preserving this historic building, I know, is very important to the town as well as the DAR chapter and its members, so we just want to recognize the Department of Public Works.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Mr. Kiley, do you have any comments?
Just a quick comment or two. You're very welcome. We are happy to participate as a town, and our Public Works guys are great. They've done a lot of great work over there, as has your team, and the building looks fantastic. So thank you for doing all that work that you do. And thank you for being here, and congratulations on your anniversary and your upcoming event.
Thank you.
Also, if you could possibly repeat that address so that
Yes.
people can contact you. I think it was a Google address. If you could do that in front of the
Yes.
camera, that might help Jerry get you on the screen with that to get
Yes.
some more
And
attendees.
that is directly looking that way. Our website is www.unicedennybur, that's EUNICEDENNIEBURR.org. That's a long one.
That's why I made you repeat it, because I didn't get it.
Yes, and please come and sign up for a few things, even if it's just to have tea with us or to do some other activities.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the invite.
I do want to ask you one question.
Yes.
Which is, it is a beautiful building.
Yes.
I got the opportunity, I guess it was July 4th, to go in, and
Yes.
it was fantastic. Tell us a little bit about the society in terms of membership and who qualifies and how you go about becoming a member if you're
Yes.
interested.
We do have membership right now, about 100 people, some who have been members for 60 years or more. To be a member of the DAR, one must be 18 years old and be able to prove her lineage to a patriot. And patriots can be anybody who actually had active service in the Revolutionary War or people who worked for the town as public servants in some respect. And we do have people in our chapter that will help those people who really have a feeling that they have that relative, but they're not really sure how to do it. We have a registrar and an assistant registrar who can help them with that. And we have, I'd say, a pretty active group. We go into local cemeteries, we do a lot of cleaning of cemeteries. We work with veterans groups. We have opened our doors to local school children for many, many years. We have about 5,000 visitors a year to our museum on the second floor, which is set up as an old schoolroom. Right now we have it set as it would have looked in about 1840, about the midpoint of how many, the 80 years that it was opened as a school. And Eunice Denny Burr was a local woman who decided that she would support the building of a private academy and offered her dollars, the only woman who did so in the community, only if girls were invited to attend as well as boys.
Wonderful.
So they did have separate entrances and exits
great.
It's a
and
great start.
recesses,
That
but
is.
they did sit in the same classroom on different sides and were educated together in a nice classical education.
Something to be very proud of.
Yes, we are.
That you, that happened in Fairfield. Well, we do have a proclamation to
Thank
read.
you.
So bear with me as I get through this. It's important. So this is a proclamation. Whereas this year marks the 125th anniversary of the founding of the National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution, a service organization comprised of the descendants of the patriots who won American independence and are fully dedicated to promoting historic preservation, education, and patriotism. And whereas prominent Fairfield resident Eunice Denny Burr, had helped build the old academy in 1804. She established a private school, the Fairfield Academy, to educate girls and boys, and whereas in 1894, the Eunice Denny Burr chapter of the National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution was established in the heart of Fairfield's historic town green to carry out the mission of preserving the memory and spirit of those who secured American independence. And whereas today the thriving Fairfield chapter continues to serve Fairfield by engaging in historic preservation projects, support and outreach to veterans, and fostering education and citizenship in our students. The chapter's vital presence helps make this cornerstone of our town's history available to school groups throughout the year, continuing to use the building's legacy for the next generation. And whereas in celebration of the 125th anniversary of the National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution, the Eunice Denny Burr NSDR DAR will hold a series of activities on Sunday, October 11th, 2015 at the Old Academy. The anniversary festivities will include a readathon and more event, storytelling, traditional crafts, colonial games, and a Victorian tea, bringing our rich history to life for all of Fairfield. Now, therefore, I, Sheilia Marmion, on behalf of Michael C. Tetro, First Selectman of the Town of Fairfield, proclaim Wednesday, October 7th, 2015, as the Eunice Denny Burr Chapter of the National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution Day in the Town of Fairfield, and congratulate this important organization on achieving this major milestone anniversary, and thank all of those who dedicate their time to keep history alive in our community. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Can we get a picture of
Yes.
you
Absolutely.
together with us?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Should we go right here?
Right out there. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You can look my way. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And have a wonderful event on
Thank you.
Saturday.
Yes.
That's terrific.
Hope
Thank
you're
you.
good for the weather.
I think we're supposed to.
I think we are too, actually. That'd be great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, before I forget, I'm just going to go, before we go to the next agenda item, I just wanted to announce that the Fairfield Board of Selectmen is conducting its 12th annual Fairfielder and Town Employee of the Year Awards. So any member of the public, including town and school employees, are encouraged to submit nominations by 12 p.m. on Friday, November 6, 2015. Nomination criteria, lists of previous winners, and nomination forms can be found at www.fairfieldct.org/BOSA Awards, well, Board of Selectmen, BOS Awards, or by contacting the First Selectman's office at 203-256-3030. And you can submit these nominations for the first time ever online this year. So please go ahead and nominate for that. We're now going to consider and act upon the minutes of our regular meeting of September 16th, 2015.
So moved.
And I'll second that. Are we ready to vote?
We are.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so the minutes pass. Now we are going to move on to appointments, and we are going to here consider and act upon the following appointment. On the Bicycle and Pedestrian Committee, we have Ann R. Caddis, Democrat, from 996 Old Post Road, with a term from November 2014 to November 2016, and this is to fill a vacancy for Elizabeth B. Gardner, who resigned. Is Ms. Caddis here by chance? Wonderful. Would you mind coming up to the, terrific.
I'll move item 6.
Thank you. Second.
Hello.
Hi, Ann, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're interested in serving on this committee?
Sure. I moved here to Fairfield last January with my husband and my son from Bridgeport. We picked a house specifically because it is in town where you can walk and bike safely. I have trained as an attorney, but spent most of my professional career as a planner, with a specific interest in transit, bicycle, and pedestrian issues. When I first moved here, I saw in the paper that they were having bicycle and pedestrian meetings, so I started going. And so I've been going to the meetings since March, I think. And I just have a true interest in pedestrians. Personally, I have a bike and I ride it sometimes, but my husband and I run daily, and so we run around here, we run over in the Stratfield area, and we run in Lake Mohegan, so I am out on the streets basically every day, so I see firsthand different pedestrian issues and look forward to hopefully helping with those things if I'm appointed to the committee.
Do you have any questions?
No, and
Mr.
thank you
Kelly?
for volunteering for the committee, and I'm sure you'll be a great asset, and we look forward to working with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I would just second that. That's terrific. It's great that you're so engaged on a personal level, and I'm sure you'll have a lot to add to the committee.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So thank you
Definitely.
for volunteering.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
So you moved and seconded.
Yes, so I move that we, yes. Motion to move on this? What is the language?
No, I'll just ask if we can vote.
Are you ready to vote, Mr.
I am.
Kelly?
I
Okay.
am.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Congratulations. Okay, we have item number 7, other appointments. This is for information only. We have a new fire chief in town, and that is Dennis M. McCarthy. And his appointment date is August 31st, 2015. Is our fire chief here? New fire chief? No, he's not. Okay, okay. Okay, we're going to move on to item number 8. We are going to hear a report on Restaurant Week from our Director of Community and Economic Development, Mark Barnhart. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you. That work?
Can you see that okay, Jerry?
Good. All right, thank you very much. October 11th also marks the beginning of Restaurant Week, our 4th annual. We're not quite up to the 125-year celebration that DAR is celebrating, but I would hope that those that are going to the Old Academy to participate in those activities would also enjoy a night out or perhaps a dinner at one of our many fine restaurants that are participating in Restaurant Week this year. We have a record 41 restaurants participating this year. So a lot of different variety in terms of types of cuisine, price, types of restaurants that are participating, anything to suit variety of palates and tastes. So it's really a town-wide celebration of the culinary arts. We would encourage everyone to get out and partake in our many great restaurants here in town. We also have partnered with many of our local organizations to profile events or activities going on in town. All that information is on our website at fairfieldct.org/Restaurant Week, or RW. There are events and activities throughout town for the entire week. So again, the idea is to enjoy a night out, perhaps also a dinner at one of our many fabulous restaurants. Again, we're returning with our passport promotion. For those of you not familiar with it, you can get your passport stamped at one of our many restaurants here in town, pick them up at both the restaurants as well as other outlets throughout town. If you visit 2 or more restaurants during the week, get your passport stamped or signed, you get entered into a drawing for great prizes. Our grand prize this year is being offered by the Delamar Southport for a night's stay, deluxe accommodations at the hotel, plus dinner for 2 at Artisan Restaurant and a couple's massage at the spa at Delamar. And there are many other great prizes contributed by a lot of local businesses here in town. This is really a community-wide event, and we're very thankful for the participation of not only the restaurants here, but many of our other retailers and businesses. The passport also doubles as a coupon book. There are a number of participating retailers. You show your passport in any of those stores or locations, and you get some great discounts or terrific deals off merchandise for the week. Again, that's in the passport as well as on our website. And I'd just like to give a special thanks to our sponsor again this year, Bankwell, who sponsors our passport. We also have Hearst Media and Weeby 108 and Fairfield Magazine as our media sponsors. Again, we couldn't do this without the contributions not only of the restaurants and businesses here in town, but our media and business sponsors as well. So enjoy a great week of dining. Make sure if you're going out, perhaps you'd like to, at least at some of the more popular hotspots, get reservations in advance because they do tend to fill up. So we encourage everyone to have a great week, and thank you for your support of this 4th annual Fairfield Restaurant Week.
Thank you, Mark.
Well, thank you.
Mr. Kiley, do you have any comments?
Thank you for the update. 41 restaurants. Wow, that's a big number.
It is a big number
Yeah.
as I kind of rue the day because I have to go out and actually deposit information at 41 different locations, plus our other business partners throughout town. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of driving around.
That's
It's
but
a good problem to have.
It's a good problem to have.
It
actually is.
We're very
We're-
grateful to have so many fine restaurants to choose from
We
here.
really do. It's a wonderful list of restaurants. I was just perusing through it as you were
Yeah.
speaking, and there were some new names on there.
There are.
And some names that have been around for a long time, but what a great menu of restaurants for Restaurant Week, so thanks for that.
Again, you can get more information on the website at fairfieldct.org/RW, and you can also follow us on social media, both on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at #Fairfield Restaurant Week. We're also doing a special promotion there as well. If you share a photo of you enjoying a meal at one of our participating restaurants, you get entered to a prize drawing for both a night stay at the Fairfield Circle Inn or a gift certificate at one of our restaurants here in town.
Oh, that's great.
So there's lots of different ways to participate, enjoy a night out with family and friends, as well as get some great prizes. So we look forward to another great event. Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Thank
I
you.
want to comment that I tell people the story sometimes that when I moved here almost 16 years ago, I tried to take my husband out to dinner, and it was about 8:30 by the time we both got home from our respective commutes. And 2 restaurants, this was 16 years ago, said, "I'm sorry, our kitchen is closed." And we thought, oh my gosh, where are we? We didn't know. I mean, and to see the dramatic change in Fairfield, I mean, the restaurants are thriving. We went out about a week ago and tried to get into one restaurant, and as you said, it was a 40-minute wait, which is, again, a good problem to have. So we found eventually a restaurant that we could get a table at, but downtown is buzzing, and I think it's in large part because these restaurants are doing such a tremendous job, so.
And the good thing is we have restaurants throughout town, so not just the ones downtown, Southport,
Sure.
Greenfield Hill, Black Rock Turnpike, Commerce Drive, Thompson
Absolutely.
Hill. Restaurants throughout town, many great restaurants to choose from, and we hope everyone has a great time enjoying them.
Wonderful, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Okay, let me just go back to this, give me 1 minute. I just want to correct something that I noted, that our new fire chief, Denis McCarthy, I said that he was appointed on August 31st. In fact, this is wrong, he was appointed on October 1st, so I just want to set the record straight on that. Thank you. Okay, we are moving on to item number 9, the Norma Pfriem Breast Center, and we are going to hear a report on the Pink Pledge. I think we have a representative here. Hi, how are you?
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Hi, my name is Marlene Battista, and I'm here on behalf of the Norma Pfriem Breast Center, located at 111 Beach Road here in Fairfield. Mr. Testro asked me to come and speak about Pink Pledge, with October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I will talk about Pink Pledge in just 1 second, but I just wanted to give a little history, sort of how we came to be with Pink Pledge. 2015 is Norma Pfriem's 15 year in the community, celebrating 15 years in the community, and it's Fairfield is their original hometown. So to honor their milestone and to also recognize National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we really wanted to do something that involved the community to really help raise awareness and to also help provide funds for the Norma Pfriem Breast Center to continue doing what they do, which is, compassionate care, medical excellence, and life-saving programs. So we said, okay, how can we get together and do something as a community? So back in February, we actually sat down with Parks and Recreation, Community Economic and Development, Police, Fire, and DPW. And we said, how can we execute this? We really wanted to turn the town pink. Many other towns have done it, but we sort of wanted to take it sort of up one more notch. So we threw out a lot of different ideas, and we came up with a lot of great ideas. And through, amazing funding through our sponsors, which are Merrill Lynch, Bank of America Corporation, the Norma Pfriem Foundation, Miller Nissan, RD Cinto, and Bigelow Tea, we were really able to get the funds to do what we wanted to do. So you may have seen that Fairfield has pretty much turned pink. The official kickoff was last Thursday, October 1st. Unfortunately, it was a little bit nasty weather, but it didn't stop or dampen any of the spirits. We actually had almost 300 people turn out for the kickoff event. So let me talk a little bit about the Pink Pledge now, because it sort of is a multifaceted event. We decided not to call it Paint the Town Pink because so many other towns were doing that. So we wanted to sort of stand out and be something different. So we decided to call it Fairfield Pink Pledge. So we really wanted people to pledge to provide what women need to survive, which is the compassionate care, the medical excellence, and the life-saving programs. And so with that, we decided, okay, how can we get every part of the town involved? So we turned the police car pink, which you all may have seen, and survivors are able to sign that car, and the car will be available throughout the month of October, and maybe even longer, who knows. But that was the way that the fire truck, we have that all pinked out as well, not quite as much as the pink police car, but that also shows awareness. And we have 90 lamppost banners so every lamppost has a banner celebrating 15 years and really just all about the Pink Pledge. You may have seen the large footprints around town that started to pop up middle of last week. So just more, to really raise awareness about Pink Pledge. We actually turned lights pink, and so they were actually switched out. So there's 40 lights the globes were actually switched out from what they are to a pink globe. That was a big undertaking by DPW and Yankee Electric, and that was all sponsored by Merrill Lynch. And we've really pretty much everything has been pink, has been pretty much turned pink that we could. So that's sort of the community in the community involvement and really sort of the painting the town pink, if you will. But in addition to that, the Norma Pfriem Breast Center wanted to also reach out to the merchants to see how they could help in terms of, continuing to provide and contribute to their mission. So we have been so fortunate. The outreach has been extensive throughout the entire town, and we have been able to get close to 75 merchants that are doing what we call Pink for a Purpose. So they're doing a fundraiser and running some kind of special promotion and giving proceeds back to the Norma Pfriem Breast Center. And you have a list in front of you, which outlines, there's things going on almost every day throughout the town. Some are 1 or 2 days. Some are week-long events, and some are month-long events. It's two-sided, as you can see. So the outreach, and we're sort of breaking it into categories, calling it Shop, Dine, and Sweat. So we have, retailers involved, we have restaurants participating as well, and then we have fitness centers that are holding special classes, all for Pink Pledge. Bless you. And so, we're really asking the whole community to take the pledge. How can you take the pledge? And so, in addition to our merchants, we have reached out to all of the schools and universities in town, and many of them are participating. I think we have upwards of, 30 of those participating as well, including the universities. And then we've also, we wanted the residents to also be able to get involved. So we put together, it's called a Pink It Up Starter Kit, which are being sold around town. I think we've blown through 500 of those already, and we have another 500 that are being made up. And basically, it's a little starter kit that you can pink up your house. It has pink lights, pink light bulbs, it has magnet that goes on your car. So I actually have a...
That's a great idea.
That's a wonderful idea.
Where can you purchase those?
So on our website is www.pinkpledge.org, and you can click on the Home Starter Kit button, and it'll show the list of vendors. So it's we sort of have them around town: posters, Spick and Span, Total Look, Jenny Boston. There's a whole list of them out there, and they've just been flying off the shelves. So this is also part. You get a magnet in there as well. You get a marker to write on your window. So it was just a little way to involve the community and the residents. And we are going to have a sort of light up your house day, which probably will be in the next week or so. We're just going to sort of blast it out there that this is going to be the day we want everybody to light up their house. There's luminaries in there with battery-operated tea light candles, so there'll be no fires. So we really try to reach out as much as we can to turn the town pink in various ways. And it's just kicked off, and the response has been amazing. And we could not have done this without the support of all of those departments that I mentioned, and it's just been outstanding. It really has. I mean, I keep saying Fairfield needs to win some kind of a community spirit award, because we really truly have come together. And just the size and the spirit of the gathering that was there on Thursday night in the cold and the rain just goes to show how important breast cancer is and the cause is to so many people. We all know someone that has been touched, and we just wanted to sort of take it up another notch and really recognize it. So you'll see these little these posters sort of in people's window that shows that they're a Pink Pledge participant, and either they're running a promotion of some kind, and you'll also see, I have all these little goodies here. You'll also see these little boxes around town. So basically every week we'll be running a chance to win a fabulous prize. So this week is a 48-inch television. So basically you just go around to any of the participating merchants and you drop your name in the box, and you may be able to win. So we have 4 great prizes coming up in the coming weeks, and that's our prize sponsor is Miller Nissan, so we're really grateful to all of our sponsors. But it's really, literally, it's just been amazing, and I'm sure you've seen the windows are all starting to turn pink. It's become quite the competition. We have over 20 businesses registered for the window decorating contest, which will take place on October 19th. And we may be driving a pink Cadillac around to do that as well. So there is truly a pink Cadillac. Mr. Bill Jennings, who is the president and CEO of Bridgeport Hospital, which is Norma Pfriem falls under them, he actually, when he saw the pink police cruiser, he just had to have his car wrapped. So he wrapped his car.
Did he really?
He did, and it's a pink Cadillac. and he has offered us to use it. You cannot miss it, yes, and he has offered to, for us to use it at any of these events, and really just to continue to help raise awareness. So you will definitely see the pink Cadillac cruising around town, in addition to the police cruiser, and, so it should be a lot of fun, but the response community-wide has just been outstanding, and, we just keep saying, we never realized, it literally grew, legs of its own. It started out as just a little idea in February, and between all of the departments who had fabulous ideas on how they could participate, it's just been amazing. And I'm very proud to live in a town that is so willing to participate and to raise awareness for such an insidious disease that just affects so many people. So, and the stories are endless, as everybody knows. On the front of the car, there is a little girl who signed it last Thursday night, and it says, "I miss my mommy." And she was only 6 years old, and her mom died of breast cancer. So we're just here really to raise awareness and continue, enable the Norma Pfriem Breast Center to continue doing what they do, and providing those patients with the compassionate care, the medical excellence, and the life-saving programs that they need, because this just doesn't touch the patient, it touches the whole family. So that's really what Pink Pledge is. It's really a community-wide, it's a month-long community-wide event, and we're just really happy to be partnering with the town on this, and it's been fantastic. So thank you very much for allowing me to talk about Pink Pledge. And any questions?
How do you do it? It's amazing.
We didn't realize it was going to be this big when we sat down in February, but with a lot of help, a lot of wonderful people, tremendous resources from our sponsors who, made sure that we had whatever we needed to pull this off with no burden to the town. And it's just been incredible, the outpouring of support. It really, really has.
It is incredible.
And it's taken, it says it takes a village. It took this entire community to do what we're doing, and we're just starting. We are only at October 7th, and every day, today alone, I had 6 people contact me and say, we want our business to participate in Pink Pledge. How can that happen? So even businesses that said, oh, I don't think we could participate, they want to now. So, and again, our website to learn more about sort of the whole campaign is www.pinkpledge.org. And we would love for people to visit that. And if you have no time to do any of the dining or the shopping or the sweating, certainly people are asked to make a donation of some kind, because every little bit, no matter how big or small, helps the center to continue doing what it's doing.
Well, you've certainly done a tremendous job touching everyone with this. It's surround sound opportunity to take the pledge, to visit the realtors or the restaurants, or, I was amazed. I was downtown at Kinko's on Thursday, and I'm not sure where that's
They were
going.
probably
That's okay.
going crazy making all those
And the weather wasn't great, and I was like, I hope it doesn't rain, and I saw everyone, and I see the pledges hanging in the window, and I love the fact that anyone can get involved and engaged, and so congratulations. I hope we see this become a...
Dr. Donna Twist and Lynn, who is the executive director of the center, couldn't be here tonight, and Linda Blackwell, who is our board chair, but they also wanted me to extend their thanks to everybody in the entire town, because we really could not have done this without everybody. Like I said, it started as just a little idea, like, oh, let's turn our town pink, but we sort of kicked this up about 10 notches.
It does, you're right, it says a lot about the Fairfield community.
It does.
There's so much engagement and involvement and willingness to participate. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And good luck for the rest of the month.
Thank you very much.
Sounds like you're going to be very busy.
Yes. I have just a quick little story. So before one of the restaurants opened, who I think are participating in Restaurant Week, which there is some crossover, which is great,
Right.
I had met with the owner of Be Good, And he wasn't open yet. And so when I met with him to talk about Pink Pledge, he immediately said, I want in. And before they had even opened their doors, they ordered shirts for their staff. And they didn't even know how many staff they were going to have yet.
It's wonderful.
And hats
That's
and stuff.
amazing.
So they were in and their doors were not even open. So that's just a small showing of, the outreach that we've been able to make, and just the support that we've been able to garner for this disease. So it's just been amazing, and the outpouring has been great, and I just can't thank everybody enough. It takes a village, and we have the best of the best.
We are, and we can't thank you enough either for everything you do, the awareness you've created, the community that you brought together, the partnerships you've formed with the town departments and with
Those guys are great.
with our restaurants and with our other businesses, and just bringing everyone together in such a meaningful way for a great cause. So thank you very much for that, and best of luck with everything you do all month.
Thank you very much. And if you know of any survivors, make sure you have them go and sign the car. If everybody hasn't seen the pink car yet, which I'm sure you have, but there it is.
It's great. It's
Yes.
wonderful.
It is pink. It
It
is
is
truly pink,
Yeah.
and it is in circulation. It is a true. It is a true police car, and it is in circulation. And you may have also heard that Westport wanted to jump on the bandwagon and had a pink Maserati wrapped.
That is, I don't have a Maserati.
Pink minivan. What do you think?
Maserati wrapped.
Pink minivan would be nice. Yes.
But interestingly enough, they actually on the trunk of the car, it actually says, "Norma Pfriem Breast Center saved my mom."
That's
So
fantastic.
they actually are joining in on the Pink Pledge bill, even though they're another town.
Right.
Mr. Tetro actually put out he sort of put out a challenge to other towns to take the pledge as well. So anybody can go to www.pinkpledge.org and, help us continue this wonderful program.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So moving on to item number 10, we have the Stratfield Fire Department to hear, and they are going to give us a report. Come on up, gentlemen.
Sorry, getting all my little gear out here.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. That's great. Thanks.
I got notes, I can't read, just keep going off the top of my head. Otherwise, I'll go off on a tangent here. So, members of the Board of Selectmen.
Can I interrupt for 1 second? Could you state your name, please, for the record?
That was my second line.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But thank you for the opportunity to come before you today. My name is Joseph Olazacki. I'm currently the President and past Chief of the Stratfield Volunteer Fire Department, and with me here today is Jason Privilege, our current Chief. This year marks 95 years of service to the community. Our department augments and works closely with the Fairfield Fire Department and with our sister department in Southport, the other volunteer fire department in town. At one time, there were 5 volunteer fire departments. We are now down to 2 volunteer fire departments and the career department in town. We serve the town of Fairfield as a whole, as well as our surrounding communities as mutual aid agreements are in place. So we've been to Stratford, Bridgeport, Westport, Easton, and all the surrounding towns. We are part of the mutual aid package there. Our department is a 501c3 charitable organization, and we do rely on donations. We participate in community service programs and events such as the Fairfield Half Marathon Road Race, which has about 5,000 runners. We run the first aid tent, and Jason, my chief here, is actually medical director for the race. So that's one of our responsibilities. With that, we also do the 4th of July fireworks at the beach. Most recently, we're really happy and proud to be associated with the Day in the Sun, which is the picnic that the town does for these special needs people. That is done by Chief Gamola and Chief Liddy are big into getting that together. Up-and-coming events that we have is our open house this Saturday. We have a public education open house. It'll be at the firehouse at Jackman Ave. And also upcoming Saturday the 31st for Halloween, we'll be handing out little bags that we put together. It has public information, info in there. We have glow bracelets for the kids. And of course, it's got a couple pieces of candy in there. We put together about 1,000 bags, and they all go. There's about 1,000 people that come through that neighborhood. It's gotten to the point now where we actually get a block party permit, so we can legally shut the street. Neighbors love that idea, because between the fire truck being there and the house is still going on emergency service calls, it was getting difficult with all those people that were coming into that neighborhood.
Yeah.
So what we do is we actually shut the street down in that area there, and it works out very well for that. Our members are made up of dedicated men and women who feel the need to give back. They want to give something back to their community. They can range from carpenters to engineers, from truck drivers to physician assistants. We have the gambit. You name it, chances are somebody was there. Members are trained and certified by the state of Connecticut in firefighting, hazardous materials, EMS, as well as other subjects. If there's some sort of thing that we need training on, all of our members get the training. We do the same training as the Fairfield Fire Department. We're very proud to say, but kind of sad to say too, that over 50 members have left us to pursue careers in public safety. A lot of them are currently Fairfield police officers and firefighters. So they started off in the volunteer ranks and moved on to the career departments throughout the state and throughout the country. Department runs a medium-duty rescue. It's Rescue 15. You may have seen it on the road. The truck is an asset due to some of the unique systems that are on it. One of those systems is a mobile air system. It's a cascade system, which allows us to refill the breathing apparatus, the air tanks, the Scott packs that firefighters wear. We also have the capabilities of filling scuba bottles. We work closely with the area police dive teams. Most recently, there was an incident up at Lake Mohegan. Very fortunately, it was a no call, but it turned out to be a great training exercise for everybody that was there, and all the departments worked together there. The current truck that we have now was purchased about 29 years ago with donations from the public and a grant from the town of Fairfield that basically covered 60% of the truck. So we received a grant 30 years ago for that truck. It's currently at its end of its life cycle. Maintenance staff and the town has been very helpful to keep it going, but it's at the end of its life cycle. We are currently looking for ways to come up with funds to replace the truck. As you know, I'm sure from the Fairfield Fire Department, fire trucks are not cheap.
Right.
So once again, we're looking for a way to do that. Other than that, once again, I thank you for the opportunity to come before you today. And if you have any questions or anything, I'd be glad to answer them.
I happen to live in the Stratfield area, and my kids have been the very happy recipients of the bags and the candy on Halloween. It's so fun. That street is fantastic, and you do a wonderful job with the kids. It's huge for the community. So thank you for that. And then just in terms of, you're having an open house, is that for people to come in and talk to you who might be interested in
It's a public education.
It's public education.
It's
for anything.
recruitment, retention. We will have the Joseph Elias smokehouse trailer there, which is simulated, so we can go through it and teach kids how to drop and roll.
Yep.
And smoke detector demonstrations. We'll also be doing a demonstration of a vehicle extrication. We'll have a car there that will be taken apart, and we'll have a lot of other public information handouts.
And tell me the hours again that you're having the open house?
10 to 2 this Saturday.
That sounds like a great opportunity
Yep.
for people to learn more. So, thank you very much for your service, and thanks for the information. It's very helpful.
Once again, we appreciate the opportunity to address the board here.
Do you have any questions?
I do have a
Mr.
couple. First, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for 95 years of protecting our town, specifically that side of town. So thank you very much for that. A couple quick questions. How many members do you currently have in your department?
Well, between active and social members, because social members play a vital role in our organization. Currently on the books, there's probably about 45 members.
Okay. That's good. In addition to the open house this coming Saturday from 10 to 2, how else can somebody learn more about your organization or get in touch with you if they are interested in becoming a member or participating or supporting your organization down the road?
We also have a website, which is www.rescue15.com. We also have a Facebook page, which is Stratfield Volunteer Fire Department.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that information, and thanks again for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Okay, we are moving on to item number 11. This is postponed, correct? We're going to postpone this again.
Yep.
So I'm going to read this, but I believe we're going to postpone this as well. I'm going to entertain a motion. So item 11, we have the Director of Public Works, and this item was postponed from September 16th, 2015, to hear, consider, and act upon the following resolution as recommended by the Director of Public Works. Resolved that a solar power purchase agreement between the Town of Fairfield and Geenskies for the purpose of erecting a photovoltaic electric generation system on the roof of Mill Hill Elementary School at 635 Mill Hill Terrace for the sole benefit of Mill Hill Elementary School, the term of the agreement being 20 years be, and hereby is approved. I entertain a motion to postpone,
So moved.
and I'm going to second that. Ready to vote?
Yes.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So that is postponed. Item number 11. Item number 12, we are going to hear from the Clean Energy Task Force to hear, consider, and act upon the following resolution as recommended by the Clean Energy Task Force. Resolved that Michael C. Tetro, First Selectman of the Town of Fairfield, is empowered to execute and deliver in the name and on behalf of the Town of Fairfield a memorandum of understanding with the Connecticut Green Bank for an $18,000 Clean Energy Communities Program grant. Said grant funds to be used to lease an electric vehicle, purchase and install a charging station at Jennings Beach, purchase 2 electronic charging stations from United Illuminating, one of which will be relocated, and purchase clean energy promotional items such as LED bulbs. So I believe we have our town attorney, Stanton Lesser, here to talk to us about this.
We also have Scott Thompson, who is the chairman of the Clean Energy Task Force, if you have any questions. I promise Yes, what I was going to say is, I don't know if you want to make the motion now, but I would just ask that my comments on this item will apply equally to the second item, and so I won't have to repeat them. In fact, I may address some of the issues that are in the second one. The difference is that this is the one that authorizes the First Selectman to sign the MOU, and the second one has to go through the other boards, Board of Finance and RTM, because that authorizes the expenditure of the funds. So very briefly, and I will be brief on this, the town has made the Clean Energy Communities Municipal Pledge, where we're going to reduce our energy use. We've been doing a great job at that. So it's my understanding that we are entitled to 4 $4,500 rewards, and that's what this MOU is designed to address. It provides that we're going to be getting the sum of $18,000, and there are, in Section 2C, 4 items that are listed here that we are going to use the funds for. So if you approve this, then the First Selectman will sign this, and we will be expending those funds. The second, as I said, resolution just authorizes the expenditure of the funds. I don't know if you have any questions, but I'd be happy to answer them.
Mr. Crowley, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions. I just want to thank everyone, thank Scott, and thank everyone who has worked on these energy savings programs for our town to get us moving in the right direction. And this is another one of those efforts in that direction, and it's very much appreciated.
Absolutely. I agree with those comments. I do have a question. The grant funds will be used to lease an electric vehicle. So is that for town use? Is that for an employee, or is it a certain department, or who might be using the leased vehicle?
The leased vehicle would be for town use. It hasn't determined exactly which specific employee will use it, but we do want it to be used by someone that gets around town a lot, so it's very visible.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the charging station will be at Jennings Beach?
The charging stations are at the mill, at the Sherman Green, and at the Fairfield lot that currently were installed by UI, and they're either going to remove them or we have to purchase them.
Okay, because this says purchase and install a charging station at Jennings Beach.
Okay, we're working on that as well.
You're working on that, and that's for anybody's use?
That's
for
right.
everybody in town?
Open to the public, yes.
So it's a wonderful location for people to be able to charge their vehicle?
That's right.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Good stuff.
Very good stuff.
You bet.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, Mr. Kiley, I believe we should make a motion to combine items 12 and 13 for consideration, or we can do a separate vote.
Whatever's your
Doesn't
pleasure,
matter.
ma'am.
I'm happy to make a motion to combine items 12 and 13 for consideration under the same vote.
So moved. Or second.
Okay. And all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Are we ready to vote on the actual items?
We are. I will move items 12 and 13 combined.
Okay. We ready to vote?
We are.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Items passed. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Scott.
All right, thank you.
We have on our agenda item 14, the H. Smith Richardson Clubhouse Building Committee charge. This was originally postponed from our September 16th, 2015 meeting, and it is to hear, consider, and approve a charge from the H. Smith Richardson Clubhouse Building Committee. And I would like to make a motion to postpone this item until our next meeting.
Second.
Okay? Ready to vote?
Mm-hmm.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so this item is now postponed. Our next item is item 15, the tax collector, to consider and act upon tax refunds as recommended by the tax collector in the amount recommended. Do I have a motion to consider this?
So moved.
I have a second. Ready to, any other motions? I think I will make a motion.
Do you have the number? You
I do. So I would like to make an amendment to remove the period at the end of the sentence and add a comma followed by $13,995.13. Do I have a second for that?
Second.
Okay, ready to vote?
Mm-hmm.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Okay.
Selectman Marmion?
Yes.
Before you go into private executive session, I just want to owe you an apology. I had given you wrong information before to tell the public. The new fire chief was appointed on August 31st, 2015. His official first start date was October 1st, 2015. So I apologize for giving you the wrong information.
Thank you for the clarification. Okay, item number 16, we have a private executive session for pending litigation. May I have a motion to go into private executive session?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. A motion to come out of executive session.
Second?
Ready to vote?
Mm-hmm. Aye.
Aye, okay. And I'd just like to note that during our executive session, no votes or motions were made. I would now like to make a motion to accept the attorney's recommendation.
Second.
You ready to vote?
Mm-hmm.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. I will now entertain a motion, we are now going to hear, consider, and act upon any communications.
I have none.
You have none? I don't have any either. And item 18, we will now hear, consider, and act upon any other business which shall properly come before this meeting. I do not believe we have any.
Not that I know of.
Okay. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
And I'll give that a second. Ready to vote?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.